In this video, I'm going to be playing 100 games of Minecraft Woolwars. For those unfamiliar, Woolwars is a game where up to 24 people collect loot and build up using wool. In Woolwars, the last player standing in the match wins. My goal, by the end of this video, is to get better at the game and win as much as possible. All of these games are played on the awesome Minecraft server MunchMC, so go check the video description for the server address. Also, massive shout out to Luke the Notable for inspiring me to make this video. He's awesome. Go sub to him in the description, and sub to me if you want to see more stuff like this. But without further ado, let's get into game number 1. In game number 1, I'm just trying to get back into Woolwars. It's been a while since I've played, and at the beginning, everybody starts to build up and loot, including me. See, I don't have to waste my time going through chests to collect loot when I could just left click it and all of it goes into my inventory. Don't worry, I'm not hacking. This is called the Greedy Kit, one of the many kits in Woolwars. Kits can give you different advantages that will help you in the game, and it was helping me. See, I got 3 kills this round, and I was doing pretty well for game number 1, until I tried to push this player on the high ground. Game 100 me would not have done that, but I'm not there yet, so I pushed him, and I died. Game 2 started about the same as game 1. I built up, I looted, and I got kills. Also, this is the first game where you start to see how I arranged my inventory. First my sword, then my bow, then blocks, then potions, and then finally projectiles. I was playing this game very safe, which is exactly what you want to do if you want to win. The only other player was below me and on low health, but I'm not very proud of how this one ended. Game 3 started by stealing a chest from some plebs, and then I pushed a kid off the playground. Nothing interesting happened until Skeppy tried to murder me with snowballs. Ironically, I ended up killing him with snowballs, and I found the guy who I died to last game, and I died to him this game. Playing in Pac-Man for game 4, and I'm using the glider kit. I immediately got an iron sword out of the second chest and used it to kill some guy with some nice diamond Yeezys, which I stole. In game 4, I'm trying to get used to the glider kit, and killing people will definitely help that. But apparently you take massive fall damage when you use this kit, so it's not the best kit in my opinion. I used my bow to start a war between these two players, turning it into a 1 versus 1, and when I tried to drop down on him, the glider fall damage caught up with me. This guy got really lucky. Playing in the kitchen game 5, where I tried to fight a guy with an iron sword, and I was no match. Got pretty lucky with loot in game 6, so this guy got scared and started Fortnite build battling, so I matched him. He won at first and got me to the low ground, but he couldn't fight the power of fall damage. Then I showed this default Alex the real world, and then I died to a guy with some expensive shoes. In game 7, the map was modeled like the lobby of Woolwars, so everyone is packed together at the beginning. That means once you kill one player, another player will jump you, and then once you kill that player, a third player will come in and clean up. The fire in this map is an accurate representation of how I feel after the last game. Whatever, it's time to take it out on some random noobs. In this game, somebody already had the high ground before me, and he used his arrows to take me out, probably some archer kit. I hate the archer kit. Ugh. Game 9 started like most games, uneventful and just some peaceful looting, and I decided to use the vision kit in this game. It tells you player's health when you attack, and can give you stats on the nearest player. Also, I'm just desperate for a win, I'll use any kit at this point. I killed 2 players with my archery skills, I knew that merit badge was a waste of time, and then I died to some random kid and quit the game. Going back to Greedy Kit in game 10, Guess the Life of Robbery can't escape me, but soon the cops caught up to me and sentenced me to death by lava. Game 11 started with the stabbing of innocent civilians. Then I made it to the high ground and found a team. That's right, you could team in Wars at the time I was recording this. It was only a team of 2, but it's still pretty annoying and unnecessary. And then when one fell, I went to get the other one. Sorry, Magic Turtle 69. And then I got killed by someone with better skill and better loot. Game 12 was played in heaven, though it started quite the opposite. And with my amazing archery skills, I took down absolutely nobody. I got some loot and made it to the top where I was immediately gunned down, and a really sus guy took me out. I guess he saw me vent. Game 13, all I wrote down was death. It was pretty accurate, but at least the guy that killed me died right after. Game 14 started by killing players who were better than me, and then I made it to the top 5. This is the game, I could feel it. And after sending this guy to his doom, I turned it into a 1v1. It didn't stay that way for long though, as I knocked the other player off and won the game! So glad I won game 14, Skeppy would be so proud. I forgot to record for game 15, which is awkward because I won, but you can see it by the 2-win streak, so yeah. Game 16 wasn't going great. I was on the run from a player when I fought with Gravity and lost. Game 17 I almost died from Gravity, and then immediately got jumped by another player and died. Game 18 I was on the verge of death, until the 2 players fighting me killed each other and gave me the loot. The odds were still stacked against me as there was a team of 2 trying to kill me, and after spraining my ankle my odds were even more slim, but with my trusty bow, the odds were now ever in my favor. The only other player in the match decided it was best not to challenge me and fell to his death to give me the win. Game 19 wasn't interesting, at least until I fell and almost died. I then used my rich kid axe to surprise another player and kill them. Then I died to somebody who surprised me. I didn't record for game 20, which sucks because not only did I win, but some player was being really toxic and it was so hilarious. I just wish I could show the gameplay. In game 21, I killed the civilian, but then his friend came and shoved me off a cliff. Game 22 was played in the lobby again, if you couldn't tell from the lovely sound of 23 players' footsteps. I was getting pretty lucky in this game. I got a Gucci hat and some Yeezys. That is, until I accidentally hit the ejection button in my plane. Game 23, I was lucky, I was skillful, and I won. In game 24, I was chased around relentlessly for a minute and a half until I died. Game 25, I also died, but at least I died to a swaggin' squirrel. Game 26 was played on my favorite map of all time, and looking back at the footage, I actually killed one of my friends, but I didn't know them at the time, so whoops, and then I died. Game 27 isn't really interesting. I made it to the top 5 with no kills and then died. Game 28, I decided to switch to Bouncy Kit, which is the best decision of my entire life. It's such an amazing kit. You literally get jump boost for the entire game. Anyway, I got to the high ground and used it to get some kills, and I maintained that high ground. Seriously, the loot at the top is amazing if you get there first. Once I had the high ground, it was just super easy. One person tried to push me and failed, and then all I had to do was fight another player, and I won. So, of course, after winning the last game, I stuck with the Bouncy Kit. But I started glitching in a fence though, which is something that happens on the version I play. Foreshadowing there, because I end up in another fence and then I die. To fix the issue of the last game, we're now switching to 1.8. It's an older version, and it looks a bit different, but it should fix the fence glitch. But the game was laggy and disorienting because of the new version, so I fell and died. In game 31, I got an iron sword, so I immediately started playing aggressively, but my violent ways caught up with me, and I died. Don't worry, in game 32 I didn't die by fall damage, but I did die by a default Steve, which is arguably worse. Game 33 was bad. I really hate this map. I don't even have anything funny to say about game 34, it was even worse than the last game. Game 35, we're back in 1.17. I swear, 1.8 has like a curse on me or something. I decided to use the Tinker Kit for this game, which gives you a laser to literally obliterate people. So I used it to obliterate this guy. Then my computer broke and I couldn't save myself. As you could tell, I was pretty unhappy. Game 36, I got unlucky, I got no weapons, and I got killed. I survived for a pretty long time though. I switched to Feather Kit so I can never die from fall damage, which I seem to do a lot. And I didn't die from fall damage, I died from somebody else. Going back to Greedy Kit in game 38, and I got a lot of kills. In the end, I fought nobly, and also died nobly. I decided to switch to Bouncy Kit in game 39, I really need a win. I should have won this fight, but I didn't. Game 40 was played at Hogwarts. I was on the high ground and found a player below me. My Ravenclaw instincts told me to jump down, and I did, but I died. Game 41 was just played perfectly, but I'm not commentating on 6.5 minutes of this, so here's the end. He had loot and skill, but I had potions, so I won! Oh, I haven't had a win in so long, it feels so good. Oh yeah, game 42 is played in my favorite map, and I had the Bouncy Kit, which I used to build up and get all the good loot, which I used to kill player after player after player after player after player after player. That's right, 6 kill win, that's a new record. Game 43, I perfected the strategy for this map. You get the Bouncy Kit and then you go up to the top, and at the top where the fan is, there's so much loot to get there. I really wanted these 3 wins in a row, but I ended up playing too aggressively and died. Game 44, I was doing good when I randomly picked up a player's head. It was actually my friend's head that made the map. So instead of wearing a helmet, I bravely wore my friend's head, and I won with it! Game 45 ended quickly. I got jump spooked by another player and then fell and died. Game 46 I played great up until the end. I managed to kill 3 people in some non-stop action, but then got killed by somebody with better skill. Yeah, game 47 isn't any better. If anything, it's an exact copy of the last game. Game 48, dinner was ready. Pretty sure I was having like grilled cheese or something. But I decided to go on a killing spree with the last 4 players in the match. I killed all of them and won the game! Game 49 was on the racetrack map. I almost died, but after a rough start, I came back. And the underdog crosses the finish line first and wins the Grammy. Yeah, I won the game. Yeah. Woo! Game 50. We're halfway there. Yeah, I lost this game. I almost won though. Game 51, I'm using the teleporter kit. It gives me 2 ender pearls so I don't die from fall damage. With the kit, I was able to take the early high ground, and when everyone came up to fight, I had the leverage. I kept the high ground the entire game until I had to fight the only other player in the game, and then won! I decided to keep the same kit in Game 52. Nothing happened until the very end when my pearl couldn't save me, and I died. In Game 53, this person had a pickaxe, and they put it through my teeth! Gotta love Dream SMP references. In Game 54, I chose Vanish Kit, which makes you teleport somewhere random, and I vanished with it. I accidentally teleported in Game 55 and got third-partied. Gotta love getting third-partied. In Game 56, I went with the Easter Kit. It gives you eggs to throw at people, and after the dust settled, I got 4 kills, but then I was set on fire and tripped off a cliff. Ouch. I was in the middle of Game 57 when the power went off and the file was corrupted. Don't worry, power's back on for Game 58, it was working fine, until I died. Game 59 I switched to Healer Kit, so I had constant regeneration, and I got to the end with almost nothing to my name, and died that way. Ooh, Game 60's a good one. I used the Bouncy Kit and killed a guy with my sumo skills, and after upgrading my loot, I killed another guy, and another, and another. There was one other player left, and I think you can guess what happened. I hunted him down and won the game! In Game 61, I used the Bouncy Kit to take the high ground, except for when I fell. So anyway, it was just me and these 2 other players left. Wait, never mind. And with my superior gear, height, and intelligence, the odds were 1 in 6.96969 trillion of him winning. So I won! Yeah, but after back-to-back wins, you know this one isn't even lasting 30 seconds. Game 63 would be a good chance to show you this pufferfish kit, which makes it so I can only attack people with a fish. Too bad I'm trash. I used my trusty pufferfish Baboo in Game 64. It didn't work. You might think a kit where I can only hit people with a fish is useless, and as long as I'm in 1.17, you're right. The fish is actually supposed to have sharpness, so it's actually a usable weapon, but it's glitched in this version. So in Game 66, I didn't use it, and instead, I forgot to pick a kit, but somehow I won. I almost killed someone in Game 67, but they came back to kill me. I used the Bouncy Kit in Game 68 so I can actually get a win. Sadly, I got knocked out of the atmosphere. But that's fine because now it's Game 69. I went with the Bouncy Kit, of course. I looted peacefully this game. It was a nice change to the utter chaos of Woolwars. When I did go for the kill, I got knocked off, but with insane luck landed on a chest while the other guy fell off. Then I killed a player with some Yeezys because only I look good in them. Then I knocked another guy off with the best weapon in Minecraft. Yes, I love the bow, get used to it. It's a good weapon, but not when you're using the Archer Kit. Sorry, Slime Boy, I don't let people surrender. And then, as I waited for the other player to push me, I built a nice square rainbow. How nice and peaceful. Oh, and then I killed the other player and won the game! What a perfect Game 69, let's go. And in Game 70, I made the smartest financial decision of my life and bought the Pufferfish Kit. I just wanted one win with this useless kit, but it wasn't gonna be this game. Yeah, Game 71 through 74 were just me dying over and over and over and over. Wait, did I just die to a kid that had a dream reference in his name? That's it. I'm retiring. Hey look, everything is different again. That's because I'm in 1.8, baby. Yeah, I hate playing this version, but look at the pufferfish, it's actually shiny, it's working. Yeah, but I didn't make it that far this game. I died to a guy with Yeezys, so GG. Game 76, I speedran death. Don't worry, Game 77 was even faster. I'm really shooting for a world record here. Game 78, no world record, but it was still under 30 seconds, wow. Yeah, since that game was really fast, you could just watch some pre-game concentration footage where I forgot to stop recording. I was starting to think that I just have a curse of not winning on 1.8. No, that can't be true, it's definitely... Yep, nope, I'm switching version, this is unacceptable. Game 80 was supposed to be my comeback for all the losses from that terrible kit. It's a shame that teaming existed, like seriously, can you not play by yourself? Forgot to record Game 81 until halfway through. It doesn't matter because I died. Game 82 I won! That's all you really need to know. Oh yeah, Game 83 is my map. This one's gonna be good. So after building up and getting a bit of armor, I immediately jumped down and killed this guy. Then I bridged to the mainland and got another kill. Now my skill is showing. I took the low ground to get a pretty easy kill. For this kill I used fall damage to my advantage, and this one I used my archery skills. But this game can't be perfect without Yeezys though. Yeah, I almost died for them, but it was totally worth it. Now it's a 1v1 and the only other player was way out in the corner. I played very safe because I did not want to lose this, it was going so well. And in the end I decided to be risky, and it paid off. In Game 84 I used the ninja kit, but didn't start recording until halfway through. It's fine, nothing interesting happened. This one ended on a sky-high battle at max height. Oh yeah, and here's what the ninja kit does, by the way. And then someone hit me off and I died. Game 85, no kit apparently. Oh wait, I did choose a kit. It's the Bad at the Game kit. Game 86 and still no kit. It might be a glitch, I don't know. I died though. Don't worry, Game 87, I have the ninja kit back, but I still died. Game 88, I played perfectly. The strategy for this map is to immediately build to the top, where there are a ton of chests with loot. I even got a diamond helmet. Then I used the high ground to pick players off one by one with my bow. Also, I tried to ninja platform while falling and it didn't work that well, I don't know, it's probably a glitch. I almost died but barely won the game. First ninja win, let's go. In Game 89, I switched to Halloween kit. I have no idea why. I then punched a ninja to death, and after that got killed. In Game 90, I finally used the Halloween kit to get a bunch of candy. I think it helped me by giving me speed or something, I don't know. Didn't help my fight though, still died. In Game 91, I switched back to the greedy kit, and I almost won with it, but I didn't. I switched to the bounty kit so that I could win, but somehow I didn't. Maybe it's because of like skill or something? Nah, this guy was totally hacking. Game 93 was an intense one, but I knew I had to get a win for the Hogwarts map. And I did! Game 94 was insanely close. This guy had to be at like half a heart. Game 95, after lagging, this guy started fighting me. I fought bravely and terribly. Took the high ground in Game 96 and used it to get so many kills. See, this is why you always take the high ground, very important life lesson, but I died because I took the low ground. Game 97 was good kill-wise, but I made the fatal mistake of never using my healing potions. I don't know why. I've been playing 97 games, how am I still this bad? Game 98 was very similar. I was doing well, and then I threw hard. Oh, Game 99 is just amazing. I played it so perfectly. I took the early high ground, I used angles and skill to my advantage, I was patient and let other players come to me, for the most part, and of course, I won the game! 7-kill game that is tied for my best game, let's go. Well, here we are, Game 100. Woolwars is a game that takes a lot of skill, but you don't have to be good at the game to enjoy it. These games have taught me that practice makes perfect. I know it's cliche, but it's true. Also, the other thing it's taught me is to never underestimate dream skins. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it. If you did, and you want to see more, please subscribe. It helps me out so much. You wouldn't want to miss the next 100 games. It's going to be awesome, by the way. But until then, have an awesome day. Or month, because that's how long it takes me to make videos. Okay, bye!